Right then, on today's Liverpool News Daily, we're going to run the rule over some cracking stories. Florian Wirtz's absence explained as Liverpool ace misses Chelsea showdown. Elsewhere, Anthony Gordon opens up on his Anfield switch. What's the sequence of events? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome. We've got some thrilling Liverpool news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Liverpool updates. Anfield was left in a state of collective disbelief as news filtered through that Florian Wirtz would be absent from the starting 11 for today's high-stakes clash against Chelsea. Despite the gaffer, Arne Slot, sounding optimistic during Friday's presser, a late bout of illness ultimately forced the German maestro to make way for the exciting young prospect Rio Ngamaha. While the 23-year-old had managed to return to training late in the week, it appears the medical staff decided against risking our influential playmaker under the bright lights of Merseyside. Having been a mainstay in the lineup since shaking off a persistent back injury back in March, Wirtz's sudden omission creates a significant tactical void for the Reds to fill. Although he found the back of the net in our last home outing against Palace, the midfield engine has found himself under the microscope recently following a somewhat divisive performance at Old Trafford. It remains to be seen how Slot's side will adapt without their creative spark, but the Anfield faithful will surely be hoping for a swift recovery ahead of the upcoming fixtures. Do you reckon the Reds will struggle to find their rhythm without Florian pulling the strings in the middle of the park? Following those updates on our squad depth, we turn our attention to a monumental milestone that is now well within our grasp at Anfield. Arne Slot's men are standing on the very precipice of a return to the elite stage of European football, requiring a mere 3 points to mathematically seal our Champions League qualification for next season. The focus within the dressing room remains razor-sharp as we prepare for the looming challenges against both Aston Villa and Brentford to finish the campaign on a high. While the players concentrate on the pitch, the atmosphere around the club is electric with the anticipation of hearing that famous anthem ring out across the Kop once more. However, securing a top-4 finish is only the beginning of the ambitious blueprint being drawn up by our sporting director, Richard Hughes, behind the scenes. There is a growing sense that a significant summer overhaul is imminent, with Newcastle United's scintillating winger Anthony Gordon emerging as the primary target to ignite our front line. The Merseyside-born talent is widely regarded as the quintessential fit for the high-intensity, tactical evolution currently being implemented by Slot. It appears that internal discussions are intensifying as the club looks to provide our new manager with the elite tools necessary to challenge for the highest honors immediately. Despite the inevitable interest from several of Europe's heavyweights, Liverpool remains firmly in the driving seat for Gordon's highly coveted signature as the summer window approaches. Reports suggest that German giants Bayern Munich have already held preliminary talks with Newcastle, yet they seem to have balked at the substantial financial package required to land the player. This hesitation from the continent has provided us with a golden opportunity to steal a march on our rivals and secure a domestic star of immense pedigree. We are currently positioned as the frontrunners in this high-stakes pursuit, capitalizing on our rivals' reluctance to meet the Magpies' steep valuation. The financial landscape of the deal is certainly significant, with Newcastle initially slapping a daunting price tag of roughly $106 million on their prized asset. Newer indications suggest, however, that a deal could be struck in the region of $88 to $100 million, a figure that represents a more manageable investment for a player of his caliber. Richard Hughes views Gordon not merely as a marquee signing, but as a vital long-term pillar who will significantly elevate the overall quality and depth of our attacking roster. Managing such a complex negotiation requires patience, yet the prospect of securing one of the finest wingers in Europe at a negotiated rate is a priority for the hierarchy. Intriguingly, the player himself has begun to drop subtle but unmistakable hints regarding his desire to become a central part of this exciting new era under Arne Slot. Gordon has reportedly expressed a profound admiration for the tactical vision our Dutch manager brings to the table, believing it is the perfect environment for his personal development. The lure of playing in front of a packed, adoring Anfield crowd is an emotional pull that is famously difficult for any ambitious young professional to turn down. While he maintains his professional respect for his current employers, the prospect of donning the famous red shirt seems to have truly captured his imagination. From a tactical standpoint, Gordon's explosive pace and directness would offer a terrifying new dimension to our signature quick transition style of play next term. His relentless ability to drive at defenders and cut inside from the flanks would place immense pressure on even the most disciplined backlines in the Premier League. Slot's coaching staff are already said to be mapping out specific strategic roles for the winger to ensure he hits the ground running the moment he arrives on Merseyside. As we wait for the final whistle on these negotiations, do you believe Anthony Gordon is the missing piece of the puzzle to lead our attack back to the very top of the mountain? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Leaving those headlines behind, we turn our gaze toward a tense afternoon at Anfield where the stakes for Champions League football couldn't be any higher. Arne Slot's Reds are still hunting for that final 3-point haul to cement a top-5 finish, though a gritty stalemate against Chelsea has left some supporters checking the fixture list with a touch of nerves. With crucial matches against Aston Villa and Brentford looming to wrap up the campaign, the pressure is mounting as Bournemouth continue to snap at our heels following their victory at Fulham. While the defensive unit technically held firm on the scoresheet, the lack of zip in our usual high press meant the lads struggled to find that clinical edge we've come to expect under the new gaffer. Pundit Stephen Warnock didn't pull any punches during the broadcast, suggesting that Ibrahima Konate looked uncharacteristically hesitant when facing the threat of Chelsea's long balls. The former Red observed a fair bit of friction between Konate and Virgil van Dijk, noting that the pair seemed at odds over exactly where to station that defensive line during the visitors' spells of dominance. Warnock argued that a lack of intensity in the midfield allowed Chelsea too much freedom to roam, leaving our back four looking uncomfortably deep and occasionally disjointed under the lights. It is a tactical puzzle that Slot will need to solve quickly if we are to finish this season on a high, but do you lot reckon Konate's cautious positioning is actually a sensible move given the pace of the modern game? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're a true Liverpool fan, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's meet again soon to discuss the greatest club, Liverpool.
See you next time.
See you soon.